here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crawley. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Shakes off the side. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24. Line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Procise. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, we're good.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Let's go. Gun.
Cousins on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gun.
2nd down, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. And some room to work. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow.
He'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Blunt. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. Rhino.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Blunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go. 3-19. Now, check. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hey, receiver.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On play action, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Cousins now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
What's good on the extra point? And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted and confident.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Where's your hot? Where's your hot?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete to Jerron Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Cousins now from the 50. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the counter, here's Kamara. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got Hireman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Here's Cousins. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And they go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run with Darkwa. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
248.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bull. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
We're going. Let's go. Where's your hot?
Throwing is Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
3 down. 3 down. Bring the energy. First. Two.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Second down, Cousins. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Darkwa. They find some open field here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on 1st down. Scott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And out now come the Seahawks. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On the run, Darklow. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th. Now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 39. 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now, Barney!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Darkwa. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So So for the Saints, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.